Okay, so today we're going to see what is Constitution and what is Constitution Day and why is it celebrated on the 26th of November in India. So to begin with, we have the Constitution Day, which is also known as the National Law Day or the Samvidhan Divas, and it is celebrated on India on 26th November to commemorate the adoption of the Constitution of India. On 26 November 1949, the Constituent Assembly of India adopted the Constitution of India, and later it came into effect on 26 January 1950, that is Republic Day, as we all know. And the Constitution of India. So, the Constitution of India is the supreme law of India. The document lays down the framework demarcating fundamental political code, structure, procedures, powers, and duties of government institutions and sets out fundamental rights, directive principles, and the duties of all its citizens. So basically, a constitution is like the backbone of any country. Why is it important? Why is 26th November important for the Indian history? So 26th November has its own importance in the Indian history because on this day in 1949, the Constitution of India was adopted and it came into effect on 26 January 1950, therefore marking the dawn of a new era. And to acknowledge the contribution of the framers of the Constitution and to aggregate the people regarding the prominent values, 26 November is celebrated as the Constitution Day. So basically, to give respect to the framers of the Constitution and to tell the people about the prominent values that the Constitution has, 26 November is celebrated as the Constitution Day. The Indian Constitution. The Constitution is a document that guides the way to all the institutions of a country. All the other laws and customs of the country must conform to it in order to be valid. The Constitution of India was enforced on January 26, 1950, which contained 395 articles, 8 schedules, and 22 parts. And the Constitution serves as the backbone of our country. And without it, the law and jurisdiction will not hold up and they will fall apart in no time. But they are meant to stand strong. And so the Constitution is the embodiment of fundamental regulations and principles according to which the country, state, and its people are supposed to work. Constitution Day. So on 26th November, the Constitution Day was marked by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the year 2015 as a part of year-long celebration of the 125th birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who was known as the father of the Indian Constitution. And B.R. Ambedkar was the main architect of the Indian Constitution. He was a renowned social reformer and politician, and he was appointed as the chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee on August 29, 1947. And now we'll see what is the Indian Constitution. So, the Constitution declares India a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, assuring its citizens justice, equality, and liberty, and endeavors to promote fraternity. The original 1950 Constitution is still preserved in a helium filled case at the Parliament House in New Delhi. So it is still there and it is at the Parliament House in New Delhi. The words secular and socialist were added to the preamble in 1976 during an emergency. So these words were not present in the initial constitution, but they were later added in 1976. And our constitution is also influenced by some other countries. That is, the concepts of liberty, equality, and fraternity were taken from the French constitution. The laws on which the Supreme Court functions were taken from Japan. The concept of 5 year plans was taken from the USSR, and the directive principles were taken from Ireland. So, to conclude and to just give a gist of what we have seen, Constitution Day is celebrated in India on November 26th every year to commemorate the adoption of the Constitution of India, and it is also known as Samvidhan Divas or the National Law Day, and it is the longest written constitution of any sovereign country in the world, and it also aims to create awareness of fundamental duties as enshrined in the Constitution. So, this is the preamble of our Indian Constitution, and as we can see, the words socialist and secular were later added in 1976 in our Constitution. So, that is it, and I hope that we are all now well aware of what is Constitution and what is Constitution Day.